Winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Bell, and an alley to run. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. They'll go again with Bell. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And taken right at the 35. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 touchdown passes thus far. Mahomes now on first down. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And finding the tight end Hooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's the Jets punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The throw complete here to Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. So they try for 2 success. Bumps their lead up even further. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. He's in. And And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
This is Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. Second down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Come on, the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Watch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Darnold on 3rd down. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Yellow, yellow. I go on, Eddie. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Right.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Quinnen Williams getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is fielded at the goal line. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place. And
usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
57, Mike, 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Get the 1st down, close it out.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Goes underneath for Bell. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And here we go on 4th. Darnold, and he's got a noon one. And he goes out right around the 39. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Darnold to throw again. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again is Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Darnold and the Jets now down by 7. Just over a minute 40 to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's complete. It's Bell. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for our visitors, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.